The circular flow diagram is a simple depiction of the macroeconomy. It illustrates GDP as spending, revenue, factor payments, and income. We have factors of production are inputs like labor, land, capital, and natural resources. And factor payments are payments to the factors of production, such as wages or rents. So these are the common terms or terms that we need to understand in the circular flow diagram. This and the following slide build the circular flow diagram piece by piece. So first, let's start with the households and firms. So households own the factors of production and they sell or rent them to firms for income. But at the same time, they buy and consume goods and services produced by the firms. See, firms naman, they buy or hire factors of production and use them to produce goods and services. And they sell goods and services. Firms are buyers as well as sellers, buyers of the factors of production and sellers of goods and services. Whereas the households are the buyers of goods and services and sellers of the factors of production. There are also two markets. The markets for factors of production. The green arrows represent flows of income or payments. The red ones represent flows of goods and services, including factors of production. To keep the graph or the diagram simple, we have omitted the government, the role of the government, the financial system, and the foreign sector. Another market is the market for goods and services. So here, the transactions between firms and households occur. So in the markets for goods and services, households are the buyers of goods and services. Then firms are the sellers. But in the markets for the factors of production, households are the sellers of the inputs, sellers of land, labor, capital, while firms are the buyers of those inputs. Again, the diagram omits the government or the activity to collect taxes or buy goods and services are not included. Then the financial system, which match the saver supply of funds with borrowers' demand for loans. So we omit the tendency of the household to invest or again to borrow funds from the bank, for example, or we omit the activity of the firm to invest in the bank. Then another is the foreign sector. So we assume that the transaction happens only in the country. So there is no export of goods and services. So the production of the firms are intended for the consumers or the households only in the domestic economy. So there's no export of goods and services. And sa households din, no import of goods and services.